Alright, so we are here, finally, finishing up the college football playoffs with the first game being Ohio State and Georgia. So let's get this game started, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, here we go. The start of the first game. We got Georgia taking on Ohio State. As Georgia will get the ball first, as I'll hand it off and break a tackle, continue to go and get 8. So second down for Georgia. 2nd and 2. Let's see what they do here. It's gonna run and slide for 5. All right. First down for Georgia. Gonna hand it off. Stiff arm and gets 4. 2nd and 6. Hands it off again. We'll get 1 or none. 3rd and 6. Gonna throw it. Wide open receiver on the out route, and is gonna get 25 yards inside the 35. There we go. Gonna throw it. Deep throw. Found his man. And he's gone. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point is good. 7-0. In the first minute of the game, Georgia scores. Ohio State now needs to respond. Let's see. And he gets hit 15 yards. 1:49 left to go in the first quarter. We'll throw it up, and that is overthrown. Okay. Gonna throw it deep again. Hit as he throws, and overthrown again. 3rd and 10 for Ohio State. They're looking to get the long bomb pass early. Gonna hand it off, and gonna get around everyone and only get 9. Gonna be stopped just short. 4th and inches. What will Ohio State do? Let's see. Will they punt? They're down 7. They're not. They're going to go for it, and they're going to get it and get 4. Minute 15 left to go in the first. Deep throw again, and he overthrows him again. That's the 3rd time now. Going to hand it off, and going to get 7. 3rd down. Going to hand it off. Again, get the first down, and get 8. They have not been able to complete a pass. That's the first pass actually completed. And he's going to get 20 yards on the catch. First down. Gonna hand it off again. And he'll get only 3. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Looking. Another deep throw, and he's sacked. 3rd and 13. Looking. Throwing deep, and finally gets a good pass. 31-yard catch and run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point is good. 7-7. 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here we go. We get around and get 22. 5 seconds. Looking. Nice quick pass. Pass midfield. Looks like he's outrunning everybody. Slowing down. And breaks 2 tackles. Still going. And gets tackled at the 10-yard line. Big throw. Getting to the second quarter now. Looking. Receiver comes back and gets tackled just before he gets to the end zone. 2nd and goal. Gonna hand it off again, and we'll get nowhere. 3rd and goal. Okay. Hands it off. Not hands it off. takes off himself and gets the touchdown. Georgia goes up again. Extra point is good. 14-7 Georgia. 2:32 left in the first half. That'll be a touchback for Ohio State. Looking. Finds the receiver. Breaks some tackles and gets 15. It's a nice start. What will Ohio State do here? As they're again down 7, they're going to hand it off. Only had 2 completed passes that whole drive, as the majority of the time they ran it or he overthrew him. As that's the 3rd completed pass. 3-yard run. 2nd and 7. Gonna go deep again. And hit as he throws, and again overthrows. That's the 4th overthrow at this point. Hands it off. Not hands it off. Gets a quick pass to the tight end, who will step out of bounds. 1st and goal. Would have gotten the touchdown. Another quick pass to the receiver and gets the 1st down. Gets the touchdown, and Ohio State ties it up again. Wind at 4 miles an hour, and the kick is good. 14-14. A minute and a half left to go in the first half. As Georgia gets the ball. Still looking. Getting around Ohio State's players for the moment and only getting to the 25. Gonna hand it off. Gonna get around them for a moment and we'll get 4. Throw it. Breaks some tackles. Stiff arm. Gets 16. They're now at the 45. Hands it off again. We'll get 2. 2nd and 8. Looking. Finds the tight end open and will break some tackles. Still past the 25, past the 20. Breaks another tackle. And he is gone. Touchdown. And Georgia is back on top with 41 seconds left. Now the real question is, can Ohio State score before halftime? As Georgia goes up again by 7, Ohio State will get the ball to start the second half. So it's not completely over. Looking. Deep throw. Finds the open receiver. Finally completes a long bomb. And he will get all the way to the 30. Timeout with 16 seconds left. They're close enough. They may just go for the touchdown here, as they've got the tight end 22. Time is running 6 seconds. Are they going to go for the field goal? No, they're not. They're going for the touchdown. And he's got his man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they will tie this up, assuming they make the extra point. They will tie it up, yes they will, to go into the second half. With 1 second left though, there's still 1 more second we gotta play out. Last play. It'd be crazy if Georgia gets the kick return. That does not happen. We're heading to the second half. Here we go. What can Ohio State do, as this could be the first time they take the lead, as they've had to play catch-up the entire game. Every drive has been touchdowns, same with Georgia, and they've always been the last to score, so let's see if they can finally take the lead here, as they're already past midfield, as they're gotten down to the 43 of Georgia. Hands it off, and we'll get loss of 1. Get to the 44, 2nd and 11. Looking, and gets slammed, but finds the open receiver, who will get past the who will get a 1st and goal here. Big throw. Here we go. Hands it off again. And he'll get around everyone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they'll take the lead for the first time in this game. So he zigzags through everyone and gets the touchdown. 28-21. 2:02 left to go in the third. Here we go. This is the Georgia returner does not last long. Throwing, intercepted. Oh no. The first mistake offensively this entire game for both teams was made by Georgia. Now Ohio State has the opportunity to go up by 2 touchdowns, or at least by 10 if they don't get a touchdown, but they've been able to get a touchdown the whole time, so every drive, so why not? As that's a touchdown again. Just like that, Ohio State is going to go up by 2 scores. The biggest lead anyone has had in this game. 35-21. Ohio State has been perfect offensively. Georgia's made 1 mistake, and they're now down by 2 touchdowns. They have not punted the ball once. They just threw a pick after being down 7, and now they are down 14. So now they're really having to play catch up. Can Georgia come back? Looking, and only gets 1. That's going to be a 2nd and 9 for Georgia. They're able to defeat Ole Miss to get to this point. Or can they defeat Ohio State? Go and get 8. 4th and 1. This is one that they kind of have to go for. We'll see if they decide. We'll see. Yeah, they will. They're gonna go for it. And he's got it. First down. 5 yards. 5-yard catch. Gonna hand it off. Stiff arms Ohio State defender. Hurdles. And still going for 13. Here we go. 25 seconds left. And that's a sack. 2nd and 16. Looking. Hit as he threw and finds the open receiver who is covered somehow. Somehow got him. He was able to get through 2 defenders. As that is 2 yards. And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter, where Georgia is still down by 2 touchdowns. However, they might just take it back here. They will. If they find an open receiver in the corner. And the extra point is good. 28-35. Can Georgia get a stop defensively? Something that they have not been able to do all game. Even just a field goal may help them. As long as it's not a touchdown by Ohio State. As there they go. Past the 40. 45. 50. 45. And gets tackled at the 41. Big run for Ohio State. Looking. Going to take off himself. I don't know what the Georgia defender was doing there, as he just kind of fell. He tried to trip him or something. Looking. Finds the tight end for a first down, as they're now back in the red zone. 2:05 left to go in this game. Ohio State. Deep throw. Finds his man. Yes, he does. And just like that, this game is going to be 42-28. Things are not looking good for Georgia, because they still gotta score 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. They gotta score quick in one of these drives. 1:49 left. Looking. Gets around all of them. And gets 18 yards. So nice start for Georgia. Gonna hand it off. And gets only 1. 2nd and 9. Looking. Throwing. Finds his man for a first down. 35. 30. And gets to the 28. That's a big throw. And just like that, Georgia is inside the 30 now. Looking, another quick pass. Gets around him, and that's 15. Now less than a minute though. 58, 57 seconds left. First down, touchdown. and Georgia scores. Now, are they going to give Ohio State the ball back, or are they going to try to get an onside? Let's see. They're going to try an onside, and they recover! Uh-oh, they're at the 45. They have just recovered an onside kick, which has rarely happened, as the quarterback only gets 3 yards, as they're going to hand it off again. He gets around some defenders and only gets 5, as this is now 3rd down with under 30 seconds left. They're past midfield. They need a touchdown, and they're not going to get the first down. It's now a 4th and inches. This is for game, no hesitation, and that is it. Ohio State is gonna win, despite Georgia recovering the onside kick. That is crazy. Ohio State will pull out of this, as they're just gonna knee it from here. What a game, and what a win for Ohio State to make it to the national championship. We'll see what the Alright, so here we go. This is the updated bracket, as Ohio State will go on and play the winner of the Alabama-James Madison game. It's crazy that James Madison is even still in it, but that'll be next.